The title Over, Under, and In Between is actually quite descriptive. Points out the fact that it is about the space and where the works are located in relation to your body. I like to articulate my ideas through the properties of materials or the space. I was very happy to be allowed to use the Cisterna building. When I came to have a look at the space, I noticed certain characteristics in the space which actually inspired some of the works. One of the first things I kind of noticed is that there's this little ledge halfway up the walls here, which sort of made me think, oh, I could make something that hangs overhead. And then I thought of, oh, the next room should have something on the ground. And then I also had this work. It's a kinetic piece that moves up and down. So that became like something that is in between. I like to articulate my ideas through the properties of materials. Very often I end up using materials that are quite attractive, but then at the same time I sort of configure them in such a way that they can even convey something opposite, like danger. And that's something that I always like to explore. I like to push and pull people in two different directions in order to explore the contradictions in life in general. In this exhibition, there are three themes which are often recurring in my work. I tend to have a kind of cycle of returning to certain themes, albeit every time using different materials, very different scales, and very different outcome in the end. So here we have the web, the map, and the grid. In the first room, there's a spider web hanging overhead, and it's made with beautiful hand-blown glass orbs. In many ways, when I started setting it up, I was struck by how much it started softening that space. It became like a contradiction to the environment. For me, it looks like a constellation of stars, but it has also this feeling of entrapment as well. The theme of the web is something that has occurred in my work several times before. It implies connections between us and other people, between everything on this planet, in the universe. There is a beautiful saying by a poet that goes, "You cannot pluck a flower without disturbing a star." So this idea of any move we make, any action, has ripple effects that can affect the whole universe. The theme of the map is another recurring theme in my work, which I started working with since the mid-90s. I have made a series of maps using transparent glass balls, the size of marbles at first, and they had this kind of shimmering surface which makes you think of water. This kind of idea of instability and a shaky geography was very emphasized, but also I wanted them to physically make you feel that the space itself has become unstable. In this case, for the first time, I decided to use slightly larger balls, and they are red. The color red has both positive and negative connotations. The color red is about love, it's about passion, but it's also about danger, maybe even war, but also eventually it's really about life. I mean, it's the color of blood. This work is called All of a Quiver. It had been on my mind for over 10 years, maybe 12 years. So this is a structure which is quite minimal. It's like a stack of cubes, um, 9 levels high. This is a tower, actually the skeleton of a building that could be in a state of destruction because it has gone through a war, but at the same time it could look like scaffolding of a building that's being built. When it kind of moves down, it's like in its downward collapse state, but then there is this implication of renewal because it collects itself together and starts rising again to the top and becomes a tower again. But it's not just about the physical collapse of a building. It can be seen as a metaphor for the upheaval we're going through at the moment because we are exactly seeing the collapse of all those institutions that we've always relied on, like international law, justice, human rights, all those principles that we have always relied on, which are now in a state of collapse.